Shit. Arnold, how are you doing tonight? Just getting started, Arnold. Running a little late. Let's check this out. That way.
Yes, folks, it finally happened in a move that's sending shockwaves throughout Washington, D.C. They're lighting up social media. President Donald Trump has just signed a massive executive order that could quite literally change and transform Social Security forever. Now, guys, we're literally talking about billions of fraudulent payouts cut off overnight. This is wild. We're talking about payouts that have been cut off overnight, ladies and gentlemen. And illegal immigrants have been accessing benefits that they were never really supposed to get from the very beginning. They weren't supposed to get benefits.
We're live over here. We're getting there. Okay, and all right, going this way. Flip the camera, come on. Flip the camera, go there and go there. All right, ready to roll. M's in the house. Amy, good evening, Miss Amy. All right. Nothing's happening there. That one. Well, let's see how this one's working. Live and live. There we go. Add description, dividend stock talk. Go live, and there we go. All right, live, and live down here also. All right. Ready to get rolling. Good evening, Amy. Good evening. How are you? I am fine. Joe, AK Bam. What's happening? G Squad. Russ Robinson. What's going on? Rafi, Ken. Good evening. Rafi the man. Paul Kahn. How you doing? Dirt Farmer. Back again. Empress Banks. David G. What's going on? Obsessed. Matchbox. Good evening. Muscle Inc. Cool. Tim Donathan. Oh, wow. Let's get the ball rolling. Christian DeFore, good evening. Russ Robinson, David G. H. Wynn, good evening. David G, good evening. Guys, okay. Henry, good evening. Christian, Grasshopper. Soul, good evening. All right, let's get ready to get started. First and foremost, as usual, introductions are only proper, correct? My name is James. Good evening, everyone. This is Dividend Stock Talk, brought to you by the 10-Minute Trader, where I invest in dividend stocks for weekly cash flow, looking for a simple, safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. Now, if your math is a little rusty, 1% a week is over 50% per year. And if you compound it, it's over 64% per year, compounded. Okay, so that being said, why don't you guys do me a favor, hit me up with some stocks to take a look at. We'll get started, take a look at some of the stocks you guys are interested in, and I'll give you my opinion on it. Now, just to let you know, I am very picky at what I do. I am 61 years old. I am looking for cash flow. Okay? PSA. Ooh, what the heck is PSA? Well, let's take a look at PSA. PSA. Let me qualify what I'm looking for. I'm just throwing stuff out at us because PSA is a no. Sorry, dude. That's a no. Let me explain to you why it is a no. Okay. Now, I invest a certain way. Okay. So the name of the show, okay, whatever you want to call it, the show, the live, the whatever, it's called Dividend Stock Talk. Dividend stock talk, specifically companies that have dividends, because I'm looking for cash flow. Number two, companies that have weekly options. I got two criteria and only two criteria. One, consistency of profitability. It just doesn't make sense to me to put my money into a company that is not consistently profitable. That just doesn't make sense. So criteria number one, consistency of profitability. Criteria number two, weekly options only. This year, 16 May, 20 June, 18 September, those are monthlies. So monthly basically means I could only trade it once a month. And trading it once a month is going to give me what? 12 to 24% return for the year? Now some of you may be okay with that. Not me. I'm looking for 1% a week. 1% a week comes to over 50% per year, and that's what I'm looking for. Simply, safely, predictably, consistently, and hopefully no way to lose. Well, that's what I'm looking for. Companies that are consistently profitable. Gigi's in the house. Ryazali, good evening. El Notino. Jason, good evening. Magnanimous. I always wondered where you were, Magnanimous. Ollie Doyes John. Ollie Doyes John. Okay. Luca, good evening. Craig Seattle, good evening. Freebird. Cause I'm off. Freebird. Yeah, Big Fish 173. 1973. Sorry about that. Pearly is Pearly. Brother KS, what's going on? B-Teds for life. B-Teds. Okay. Millie, good evening. Sergio, no. I'm assuming that's the way you pronounce that one. Irish, good evening. All right, so you guys don't have anything for me to look at, so let me just throw out some of the things that I'm looking at. Steve Jones. You only trade on 10 minutes? Yeah. Okay, it's called the 10-minute trader for a reason. John, how you doing? Captain Obvious, back again. Good evening. Okay, Papa wants to take a look at MSTY. So, Papa, let me just briefly explain to you what I'm looking for, and hopefully that will help out some of the other ones. MSTY is an interesting company. Now, when I say, Papa, that I want 2 decades of consistent profitability, MSTY is not even 5 years old. There's no possible way on God's green earth is MSTY going to fit in this little genre, so to speak. Okay? It may look nice. It may look pretty. It may give you, a dividend every single month. But they're not even 5 years old yet. Okay, so anything can go wrong between now and then. Steve Jones, any reason? Any reason? I trade only for 10 minutes? Well, now, Steve, let me just explain to you briefly why I only trade for 10 minutes a day. Well, number one, I'm 61. I have better things to do. I stopped trading my time for money a long time ago. Secondly, I'm only looking to grab 1%. I use one strategy. It's very simple. I take one look at it. Now, as I progress through the evening, you'll see some of what I do, and it will click. You'll say, oh, that's all it takes? Yeah, that's all it takes. Now, Steve, the trading strategy I'm going to share with you was created for my 9-year-old daughter. Back in 2008, she crawled on my lap and said, Daddy, what are you doing? Can you teach me? That's what she literally said, can you teach me? So a 9-year-old wants to learn how to trade stocks. Well, most adults don't even know how to do it. So how am I going to make a trading strategy for a 9-year-old? Simple, safe, predictable, consistent. That's what it had to be. Along with it, it came up with 5 rules. The 5 rules were pretty simple. Never buy something you don't understand. Never sell at a loss. Make sure the company is consistently profitable. Weekly options only, and then make sure the numbers work. Now, we're going to go over each section of that as the night progresses. I'm usually on at 9 until 11:30, but tonight I went to a concert. I went to see Todd Rundgren. I don't know if some of you guys know him or not, but he was big back in the 70s and 80s. That being said, he's the one who came up with the song, I don't want to work, I drums all day. Yep, that was him. Anyway, so that being said, the companies have to be consistently profitable. MSTY doesn't have 20 years of profitability. So that's a no. All right?
Yep.
I love Todd too. A little disappointed in the scenario. He didn't a lot of his songs. Anyway. Let's see. I got a couple of stocks you guys flipped on by me. What were they? Fabi, how are you doing? Justin CTX. Good afternoon, Justin CTX. Freebird. Because he's a free bird. Craig Seattle. Good. Big fish. Pearly Beat. What's going on? Millie. Good evening. Irish. What do we got here? When? Okay. Lambo. Oh, When Lambo. Interesting name. All right, so Collect with Lulu wants to take a look at Cube. Now, Lulu, I'm pretty sure Cube has not been around that long. So, let's find out. I want to go to Yahoo Finance.